We hope that we can be funny and give you a message at the same time because it's all about empowerment, right? On February 8th, 2005, an Officer Thomas pulls over a woman for going 20 miles over the limit.
Speeding citation. The officer would write her a ticket and go.
But no.
Her yellow skin and black hair make it no regular report.
In her accent, he hears an opportunity to discriminate with impunity. Her small eyes can't possibly be a part of his community.
Instead of her ID card, he asks to see her green card. Where are your registration papers? No, for you, not the car. I'm gonna do a quick search, man. You can stay right where you are.
Tôi không hiểu tại sao tôi đâu có làm.
Please don't make things worse. Just let me see your purse. Man, why do you have so much cash?
Tôi có một tiền neo cho nên tôi.
You can't even speak English. You're clearly not a citizen. I really don't have the time for this. You're coming with me to the station.
Officer Thomas will abide by your laws, but since when did cash in a foreign language equal probable cause? This is no longer a traffic citation. How did she cross the line into illegal immigration?
A speeding fine, something you can afford. But what's the price to pay for a minority report?
Accusations of crime she didn't commit but was told. When it was 6 o'clock on an empty road, the cop said,
"No, I need something a little more drastic. Suspect was driving at nighttime with heavy traffic."
Wait, heavy traffic? Pause that. Cairo, Georgia doesn't even have enough people to cause that.
She was a legal citizen for 15 years.
She's a business owner.
A voter.
A mother
of 5, striving to find her societal role and all it entails. You think the last place she'd find herself is jail. That was yesterday.
Today, we stand here with a special request. Officer Thomas, shall we put your knowledge of the law to the test?
Come find me. 2000 gold Honda Accord. Pikachu pushdown on the front. University Georgia sticker in the back.
2006 black Honda Rebel motorcycle with red flames, white helmet. Only 250cc, so I can't really speed anyway. But still, we wish you would come and pull us over, Officer Thomas. We are of the Asian descent, but don't have the accents that you are used to.
We are educated in your laws.
We are citizens too. Officer Thomas, how would you feel if we used your own country's laws against you? Because you've had the generations before me petrified, dehumanized and categorized, their rights nullified and the crimes amplified by the lies that you supplied. From our population size, you think your prejudice disguised as some legal compromise can be justified?
I plead the fifth.
Do you feel authorized to nullify anybody with slanted eyes because you cannot understand the cries of our native tongue?
I plead the fifth.
Do you feel your job jeopardized by we who are young, unable and unwilling to coincide with your lies until you can see through our eyes?
I plead the fifth.
March 5th, 2005. A month after the incident, the woman tries to resume her life.
But she can't forget those red, white, and blue lights that shine in her rearview mirror that steered her American pride astray,
saying patriotism isn't meant for those from a different place. She can never be an equal.
Because Americans are automatically born on a pedestal.
For her, the American dream cannot exist. So instead of living with open hands, she carries on with clenched fists. Because her self-image is distorted,
twisted,
cracked,
by the fact that her love for this country may never be there again. Because it seems she has to try twice as hard to be considered American. So her customers ask, why are your hands so cold? Do you have the flu? And as she paints the vibrant hues, she wonders, how could I possibly explain this to you? You who already made the perfect shade, who can look into their eyes and be unafraid. Can you really put yourself in my place?
Every week I tell you to pick a color, but maybe you could paint me. Because my nails, broken and rusted, if they were the right color, would the cop not look so disgusted?
She didn't want to be like him and blame an entire race, so she kept it to herself and tried not to show it in her face. But it was as if through her hands the customers could feel her tears because they had been holding on to that bond for the past 5 years.
Before she finished covering the last nail, the customer stopped her and asked,
why are you so pale?
Trying to hide it, she didn't know what else to do until the customer stopped her again and said,
Kathy, please, let me help you.
And the next few customers wanted to help too. So as her tears and stories spilled like the polish on their fingers, the customers stopped her, wiped their own tears dried with anger.
The hundreds of hands she held were coming back to hold her, and softly they told her
that they are ready to dial the sheriff's number.
To challenge the law.
To take a risk.
And so they ring.
And they do not stop.
The ringing of one phone soon turned into a chorus, and as their voices rose into a crescendo of righteous anger,
their symphony crashed like a wave upon the officer. His heart beat faster and faster, and their voices grew louder and louder.
Truer and truer were the words they spoke,
until at last even the badge he hid behind finally broke.
Officer Thomas, that was not our intention. Please don't mistake our fight for justice as aggression.
We just hope that when you return to your profession, you have taken this lesson to heart, because this is the start
of a new generation.
Yesterday, it seemed almost every famous Asian had the last name Chan or Lee, working as stuntmen so that you could save your energy.
But don't you realize that we are more than Hollywood's egg rolls on the side? We are a feast of talent and innovation on the rise, in which millions and millions of people now subscribe.
Today, all over the world, we are leaving our legacies. It's that distinct Asian flavor.
Some call it MSG. Our parents might not know your ABCs, that's because the only letters they know are GPA and PhD.
Top of the rising class, ruined the curve with our 4.3. And on the side, we're taking over with our body language, rearrange your alphabet like A, B, D, C.
They thought the Jabberwockies were just an anomaly, but now the champion circle is looking a lot like a family. Now everyone in the world is tuned into Ryan, Kev, and Timothy.
We are a buffet of singing, acting, dancing, rapping. You told us to stop, but we did just the opposite. Said we couldn't do one thing, so we chose to master all of it.
We are not afraid of hitting subjects that are sensitive.
Seek truth and report it, not subject to your censorship. Embrace all opinion, because competition brings you higher. We are saving democracy,
not blinded by your personal desires.
If suppression drives the opposition underground,
then our parents are the roots.
So we must blossom now.